This man is he's just blowing my mind. I don't know who he is. He's not of this earth. President Trump did not stop at all. I did a video yesterday on Christmas Day of President Trump going on a retribution rampage. And literally, as soon as I posted that video, he kept going on and on and on. This is like mythical proportions. I don't even know how else to describe. I really don't know. You know me. I'm a man of words and vernacular, but I don't know how to describe this. How are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful Christmas yesterday. I hope you had a chance to spend time with your family, and I hope you got everything that you wanted. I've got a lot to share with you, and it's just literally mind-bending. But first, we're going to get into the Trump train. I have to share this video that is going viral, which just, to me, epitomizes the demonic Democrats. Democratic Representative Sheila Cherfulius McCormick caught editing out a 109,000, six figures, y'all, ring that was allegedly, I have to say, for legal purposes, allegedly purchased with stolen FEMA funds. Remember, Cherfulius McCormick, I don't know how you pronounce that, was indicted by a grand jury in Miami for allegedly stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. The Democrats was accused of using some of those funds to purchase a 3.14 carat fancy, vivid yellow diamond ring, which she appears to be wearing in her official congressional portrait. However, yesterday, and this is why this is going viral, in a Christmas post on X, Cherfulius McCormick shared this same portrait, but appeared to edit out the ring. Community notes went ballistic. Watch.
Your thoughts on the indictment, please.
Well, it's an unjust indictment, and it seems like these intimidation tactics have been pervasive. We spent all week seeing different members getting censured, all in hopes of intimidating and kind of distracting from the Epstein files. And I look forward to my day in court so I can prove myself and actually state the truth. But if this is what Congress is becoming, where they're always trying to intimidate you, scare tactics, especially attacking minorities, black and brown people, then we're going to have to keep fighting for the district. And everybody has been giving me so much support, and we're going to keep fighting until the district gets what it needs, which is fair prices, housing, and fair representation in Congress. So thank you so much.
That's like right out of Ghetto Crockett's playbook right there. It's racism. The reason they're coming after me is racism, not because I'm unqualified, not because I actually have no business being 500 yards within any policy-making, lawmaking, governing over actual hardworking American citizens, not because I actually committed fraud. No, it's because I'm black. Real big shocker there. Okay, check this out. President Trump, this is monumental. It started with the Christmas message heard round the world. Trump posted this last night. Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who love Jeffrey Epstein, gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to, quote, drop him like a dog. They dropped him like a dog. You know, the Epstein thing was a big nothing burger. I watched Professor Nez, as I do every single night with Melania. And quite frankly, he's the best guy out there. Everybody should like and subscribe. Thank you, Mr. President. I love you. I continue. I digress. When things got too hot, they dropped him like a dog. Falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump, who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names get brought out in the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus one lowlife Republican Massey, he just happened to throw that in there for good tidings, and it is revealed that they are Democrats, there will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that the Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total scam, and had nothing to do with Trump. The failing New York Times, among many others, was forced to apologize for their bad and faulty election reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to their highly inaccurate, fake coverage. Now the same losers are at it again, only this time so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and reputationally tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is in the world of corrupt Democrat politics. Enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas. I love How do you not? It's impossible not to love this guy. I love you, Mr. President. Oh, we finally, America, we're so lucky. We finally have American badassery. Theodore Roosevelt, in your face, America first, kick butt, America badassery back. Oh, it puts molten lava of pride through my veins. It's just amazing. If you feel the same, give me a huge yeah in the comments down below. Then President Trump announced this, which, I mean, on Christmas Day, y'all, I mean, we need to study his DNA. We need to study his regiment. I mean, he needs to dedicate his body to science. I mean, real science, not Fauci science. After he, God forbid, only passes way after his work is finished, his mission is finished. The man on Christmas Day became the revolutionary crusader for Christianity of the 21st century. Check this out. He posted this: tonight at my direction. This was late last night. As commander-in-chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who may have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. This is all, by the way, verified. I did my due diligence, qualitative and quantitative research. Everything he's saying is 100% accurate. I have previously warned these terrorists that if they do not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be a hell to pay. And tonight there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing. Under my leadership, our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military. And then, of course, I highlighted this because it is absolutely magnifique, and I'm not French. And Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continues. That is pure righteousness. That is divine righteousness. And by the way, the liberals are losing their damn minds over this. I mean, of course, big shock, right? They protect criminals, rapists, murderers, terrorists. Of course, they're going to be like, this is awful. They protect drug smugglers, injecting poison onto our shores, and criticize the military for taking them out and protecting our sovereignty. Of course, they're going to back Nigerian terrorists persecuting Christians. Of course they are. So just typical Democrats, they followed suit. But this is really the truth of what happened here is that this was in tandem with the Nigerian government. It wasn't like the United States, President Trump just acted, contrary to what the talentless hack Jimmy Kimmel says. It wasn't like he was acting on his own accord, acting like a tyrannical whatever you want to call him, all the BS they've been calling him. No, this was done in conjunction, correlated, and highly, highly collaborative effort with the Nigerian government. So this was something that was done bipartisan. This should enact bipartisan agreement. It was done with full cooperation of Nigeria. But wait, there's more. As if that wasn't enough. As if that wasn't enough. I don't know how this man does it. He's 80 years old. He's got the energy of a 15-year-old. He posted this and announced Senator Mike Lee, quoting Senator Mike Lee, "This is, in my humble opinion, informed by 15 years of Senate hell, is the only way out of the Senate-imposed zombie apocalypse." So he reposted Mike Lee's post saying the chronic abuse of the Senate's 60-vote cloture standard must come to an end now. The Senate GOP must immediately start fighting cloture abuse by, among other things, requiring senators to debate. When they stop speaking, we can all vote on pending legislation and pass it with a simple majority. No supermajority cloture vote required. It's time to make them talk. It's time to end the zombie filibuster from hell, which I've been saying this forever. I think the GOP is just as bad as the Democrats. The established swamp vermin GOP, just a different species. They're ballsless, they're testicleless, they have no soul, they have no fight. They're losers, most of them. And we have every opportunity. And by the way, this is not unprecedented. This has been done before. Obama did it in 2013, end the filibuster so we can enact America First legislation and comply with the will of the American people. This is what we voted for. If they enact voter ID in all states, it is very likely, my fellow Americans, that over 90% of the next election, midterm, president, what have you, will be won by actual American citizens voting, and none of this BS illegal criminals, because Kamala Harris, this is a capital F fact, she didn't win a single state, not one, that required voter ID. Take that to the bank. You can research it yourself, although I already did all the heavy lifting for you. President Trump also posted this. New home prices dropped by 27% for Lennar homes. You look at the top of that graph right there, Biden, home prices were 511,000. This is now, Trump has now lowered it down 27%, 375,000. That was during the Biden administration. So a 27% drop. He's making the American dream palpable for all Americans, especially first-time home buyers. But wait, there's more. He still went on a rampage all throughout Christmas. He posted Bill Mitchell's post, saying, breaking sworn testimony explosive massive 2020 election. Remember, I did a video yesterday, which was kind of like the Christmas Eve into Christmas bombshell. Today's video is Christmas into today's post-Christmas bombshell. He just won't stop. The band never stops working. So he reposted this bombshell video from a brave poll watcher under oath. Will make your blood boil. They stopped counting in swing states, then dumped votes overnight to steal our election. Check out what this poll watcher said she discovered. Again, reposted by our president, President Trump. Listen.
I'm going to flash forward to 2 o'clock in the morning. At midnight, Trump was ahead 10%, which was an unusually high amount. To about 2 o'clock in the morning, my monitor went down. It totally rebooted. So unless you can tell me there wasn't a data dump, there wasn't a data breach, I don't believe that the numbers were true, because when I went home and woke up, all of a sudden Biden was ahead. We had processed 120,000 votes by midnight out of the 170,000 absentee ballots we were expecting. So I assumed we were missing about 50,000, and all of a sudden Biden was now missing. And Sidney Powell did discuss something about this in Rudy Giuliani's press conference, and I do believe I did witness that. And the voting had stopped in the middle of the night. So unless you were one of the few processing tables, you would not have seen this rebooting of the laptops.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Sawyer? Senator Tice.
Sorry, there's a theme here. When you were watching people get thrown out, did you know whether or not they were Republican or Democrat as they were getting booted out?
It depends if they clapped or not. Anytime they clapped, you knew that was a Republican.
So just a quick reminder here. This is why this, and by the way, nobody's talking about this. You're not seeing this on ABC, CNN. You're not seeing it on any of the woke media apparatus outlets at all. The biggest discovery, I did a video about this a couple of days ago, the biggest kind of breakthrough exposure, breaking news was that Fulton County, Fannie Willis, Cash Money G's district, has now admitted that over 300,000 votes were not signed properly, were not tabulated properly with official electoral signature, and yet were accepted. Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of Georgia, says that doesn't matter, but the math ain't mathin'. Because Biden allegedly, again, I have to say this for legalese, he won Georgia by 11,700 votes. 300,000, which were not official, 11,000. How does that not have significance? The math ain't mathin', folks. And then lastly, folks, President Trump posted this. Again, this is like the post-Christmas, Christmas night, Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. 17,500 illegal aliens captured under law that was named after Laken Riley, which is one of the first executive orders that President Trump signed when he first took office back in January. 17,500 illegal aliens. If you don't know what that law is, Laken Riley was brutally unalived by these illegal criminal aliens that the Democrats protect, that the Democrats want to keep because that's their voter base. And her poor mother, just like, I'm going to get emotional just thinking about it because I'm a father first, I'm a husband first. And just the thought of this, which makes me so livid that these hypocrites fight for these criminals, it just makes me absolutely sick to my stomach. So the law stipulates that any illegal alien who commits any kind of act of burglary, theft, DUI, any kind of misdemeanor or felon or anything like that gets completely detained, captured, and immediately deported. And so this was the Lake and Riley Act. The Democrats opposed this, and President Trump is saving lives, and he's working his butt off, like I am, because it takes one to know one. It, quite frankly, takes one to know one. Got a country to save. That's why he's working his butt off, and he's saving lives all throughout Christmas. God bless you. God bless America. God bless us. We're so lucky, America. I have a question to you before we get out of here. Do you think that the GOP should get together, finally solidify in, ideology, back Trump up, finally listen to Trump and end the filibuster? Or you think that that's a negative? It will set a bad precedent. It will come back to haunt us. Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you love America, tap that thumbs up. It takes you less than a nanosecond. Even if you're watching this on TV, you can do it with your remote. Please do that. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to check this one out right here. I've got other videos, but this is the one I posted yesterday. Watch that next in case you missed it. It's phenomenal. If you like this video, you're gonna love that video. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.